Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. Look at the egg. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Kill. Hey, 59. 54. Out we go.
On first down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Take 4. Take 4.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Right 31. Check, check. Lucky. 9.
Here's Watson, option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Break this up. 19. 54 Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 3. 54 is down. He's coming. 55. Pass. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 31. Check 30. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's get there. Check 52.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Nick Chubb stops short. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's just me and you. Motion, motion, bump, 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 bump. Alpha.
On second down, here's Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rip. 55, come on, 55. That's good. Good. Put that team on the punt. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. Completes it to Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 24. Patch it. Check. Check hot.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. 59. 59. 54. Short. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I smell.
A run for Nick Chubb. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 54. I'm coming. Shoot. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
54 Mike. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check 99. Check 99. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slant. 24.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, it's Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Wait, 53! Hey, 66!
Brady now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch QB drop. A gain of 5. Watch QB drop. Second and 5 at the 28-yard line. 25. Check 26.
Second and 5 now. Watson. They'll roll him out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
55, mark, 55. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31. Adam, go!
From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Hey, 59. Here we go, 37's the mark. Hey, 31. Hey, that's scared. That's scared. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Go.
Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check, check, check. Hey, 24. Check, check. 36, 36. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Out, go.
Throwing again is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Switch gears, switch gears. 54.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
3 down, 3 down. Shadow! 41, Mike, 380, hey! Hey, check it!
To throw is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Uncorks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. They can't hang with us. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. You got nothing. 380. Hey.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, Delta. You better be afraid of me. Hey, 66.
From the 27, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at the 49-yard line.
Switch, 25. Jim. First six.
Now on second and 13. Watson, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on third and 12.
No surprise at all.
I got 19. Watch time. Tight end right. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Coleman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Watch the safety creep. Check the backer.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Titans' 9-yard line.
Shift.
And again, it's Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and 1.
They come out here in the eye.
Max by 4. Hey, tight. Big head. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
Check. Alert. Check 49.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 19. Check. Walk 54. We got double up. 4. Shift, shift. Line him, go. Line him, go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Under 10, 55, 10.
From the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 9, check 9. Switch, switch, switch. 59.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And he's going to have to hook up to QT. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Showing it, showing it.
They run it again with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch, switch. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for Texas. First down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go. Joker, joker, in the car.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. You go tight. You got tight. Let him go.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. No, no, no. Off, off, off. Behind him,
They'll run with Chubb, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Safe. Check 50, check 50.
They run, Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A throw over the middle, taken in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Going on 1st down is Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back. Back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, call 66.
Now Brady again.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Uncorks one for Davis. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 43. Right to the 4. Right there. 54. Right there.
They begin this drive with Chubb. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Alert! Alert! 59!
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At their 49-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check time. Let's go. 54.
Chubb, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Check.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 59. Alert. Watch 54. Hey, 54. Wow. Hey, 59. Check nickel.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got 59.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
54.
Throwing now, Watson. Being chased out left. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think